_2KTV.
Until then, enjoy the game.
Let's go, Rise.
Elite.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the Rockets already with their game faces on as they get off the bus. Got to be geared up for these road games. Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. Here's the starting group for Houston. Johnson is out there with Smith. Then it's Ball. Then there's Bruce Brown. And it's Duren in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Los Angeles, Victor Wembanyama is out there with Miles Bridges. Then it's Ingram. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Murray in at the point. And the rejection by Wembanyama! Last outing for the Rockets, it was a loss to Minnesota. Count that bucket. Wembanyama's got the first points of the night for the Lakers. And Greg, on paper, this looks like a real mismatch. These teams have very different expectations.
And in any matchup like this, the early stages are important. The team coming in as a big underdog has to keep it close, otherwise things can go south in a hurry.
Antetokounmpo drops in the short one.
Size and lift and touch make Giannis one of the best finishers in the paint.
Murray, the pass to Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
How about that high wire action from Ingram, getting up there and pulling off the Houdini.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Murray against Ball. That one doesn't drop. Murray with the defensive effort. And the Rockets hiring of Coach Udoka brought a lot of optimism, it seemed, to the fan base.
Yeah, has had a rough go in recent years. And Udoka took the Celtics to the NBA Finals in his lone season as head coach. They're not expecting that kind of success right away, but they're hopeful he can turn things in the right direction.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do. It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
It's easy to see why this team is excited about Johnson. He's a fantastic athlete with considerable upside.
Here's Bridges. Excellent defense there from Smith.
4 of 5 to start the game. That's their first miss.
Good D by Giannis.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And it's Murray with the jam.
How about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
Here's Ball going inside, and Ball slams it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-man.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
So the Rockets end up going with a whole new group.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money, moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And Bryant is right there.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Here's the fast break. Wembanyama leading the way. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Bogdanovich, no luck.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Buried from 15 feet out. Wembanyama has got his third basket of the night. Here's Bogdanovich. And the pass to Reed. Second chance shot. Bogdanovich, no luck. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Lakers lead by 12. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Bridges out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Ingram in at the two-guard position. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Ball surveying the defense. And the rejection by Wembanyama! To the paint, looking for Ingram. He gets it in there. And Clark, for years, the Lakers have been the premier destination for free agents. That's still the case now?
I do. I mean, it's still Los Angeles. The history of the Lakers is one of the premier franchises in the league, along with the Celtics. So I think cap room is the driver, though. That's always the great equalizer in this day and age. And I think that helps keep some of the small market teams in the game as well.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Hey, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's Johnson. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
An emerging part of his game, Johnson's becoming a better playmaker.
Smith against Ingram. And Duran slams it in.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Craig, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous. Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
Bridges dishes to Ingram. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the second quarter.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
And as the season draws to a close, GA, we've got teams vying for playoff position, only adding to the importance of each game now.
And for those teams, you have to have the right mentality. You can't treat these like normal regular season games. These are an extension of the playoffs.
And stolen by Murray. Floats it up for Giannis. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Taking a look at Toronto, they've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And seeing where the Lakers are, they just crushed expectations all season long. Only a few people thought they could sustain this level of excellence, but here they are.
A new lineup here for Houston. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. Look at the Lakers. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And checking out Houston, quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
Well, I think for Houston, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
Here's Highland. The Rockets again can't hit.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
There's Winslow. And the rejection by Wembanyama. There's the lob to Bridges. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Perfect communication and timing on that alley-oop. Bridges saw the opening and then bounced right to the rim.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
A nice shot by Reed.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
That one drops for him. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points in the game.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Bogdanovich, that's for two, and the jumper falls for him.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Deep two for Murray, and no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's Los Angeles in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 10 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny. And that'll about...
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Taking a look at the Rockets, we've got Duren. Keldon Johnson is out there with Smith. Then there's Bruce Brown. And it's Ball in a point. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. The Rockets have brought in Ime Udoka to help their team become a winner. Ime said, "We have a lot of guys that have a chip on their shoulder. Those are the types I look for. And from there, we want to cultivate that into team success. That's the job of a coach, to push that and get that out of them." Kevin?
It is. Good thought. All right, David, thank you.
Giannis has tremendous physical attributes, but his confidence is something that separates him from most.
And Duren slams it in.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And here we have a rundown of the players you don't want on you when you're putting up a shot. The leaders in blocks over the last month. Victor Wembanyama, number 1. Second, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I mean, those two have been playing some special low-post defense, and a lot of the shots I've seen them swatting away aren't easy to get to. Johnson finds Ball.
90 seconds now into the second half. And that one, good. 8 points here for Jalen Duren.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Ball against Murray. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Ball. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
You know, we all know about the flair and sizzle to LaMelo Ball's game. The highlight reel plays, all of that is great, but I also like the fact that he's got great length at the point guard position, which presents a lot of problems at both ends.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Neither did the defense.
Ball, the pass to Duren. Over Wembanyama. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. Rockets have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Clark, these days, especially in the playoffs, any weak link defensively gets exposed.
Yeah, well, you're going against the same opponent. So whatever area that you're weak in, that's going to be exposed. Specialists can get a few more minutes during the regular season, but in the postseason, hey, every possession extremely valuable, and you're trying to have the players on the floor that give you the best chance to win at the highest level.
Here's Smith. In the corner, Winslow with it. 5 to shoot. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Boy, look how easily Bridges shoots through the contact there. I mean, his mechanics are strong, as is his body.
Knocked loose and stolen by Murray. In the corner, it's Ingram. Off target from 3-point range.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Now, here's Duren. Defended by Wembanyama. And the shot goes down. Smith's got his first basket of the night.
Hey, that quick release is what makes Smith so lethal in those catch-and-shoot situations.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Trailing by 17. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
And this is why Bogdanovic has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
From deep 3-point land. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll return shortly. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Antetokounmpo. Brandon Ingram's out there with Murray. Then there's Miles Bridges. And it's Wembanyama in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Laker 5. Antetokounmpo, no good. Rockets trail by 14. Over in the corner, Brown. Now, here's Duren. He's covered closely. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Giannis dunks it down.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Rockets shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Ball against Murray. Outside, Ball. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Now Ball. And Ball gets double teamed. From deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
That one goes. Count it. And the Lakers lead by 18.
Could have been called a foul, but Giannis stayed locked in and focused.
Ball, the pass to Reed. Bridges with the board. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth.
2 minutes.
And here's Giannis from outside. It's hauled in by Brown. Rockets trail by 18 to the inside. Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Ball exploding off the floor for a big slam. Young fella's got some pretty good hops on it.
And slammed up by Ingram.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And stolen by Murray. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Looking for Ingram. He gets it in there. Got that bucket in no time at all. Ingram's got 4 points this quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Winslow's checked in for Johnson. Bogdanovich comes in for Bruce Brown. And Bones Island subbed in for Ball. And that one's good on Kumbo.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Highland misses.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
2 points. That one goes.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Giannis kicks to Bridges. And Winslow pulls it down.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And so